What's going on, friends and family? Thank you so much for tuning in to Every Day is a Saturday with your host, me, myself, and I, Brian Roof. Hey guys, today is Memorial Day. I don't want you guys to forget what this day represents. It's not just having a barbecue, it's not just having an extra day off, but it is to honor and remember the ones that lost their life giving it all for our country, giving it up for our rights and our freedoms. They lost their lives, didn't make it home. So let's not forget about them. And also, don't forget about the family members, the Gold Star family members out there that have lost a loved one. They're probably struggling today. Let's send out our love and our prayers to them. Not only just them, but a lot of the battle buddies out there who have fought next to some of these guys who didn't make it home and they're at home. So let's not just remember this isn't a happy day for everybody, but that doesn't mean let's not go have a good time. But be considerate and remember that someone lost their life for this country, and that's why you are out there having a good time today and doing what you're doing. Today's show is going to be dedicated to Memorial Day. I'm going to start off by playing some music by a gentleman by the name of Shannon. He is a Navy veteran, great guy, has some great music. This song, Dear Mom, it just hits different. It's just it hits really hard, and it's a perfect song for Memorial Day. And also, I want to pay respects to 5 young guys that lost their life during Operation Iraqi Freedom. They grew up here locally to me in the Antelope Valley. I grew up here in Lancaster, California. The Antelope Valley kind of consists of several cities: Little Rock, Palmdale, Lancaster, Quartzville. I'll even throw in Roseman and Leona Valley. But those general cities kind of make up for the Antelope Valley. So I just want to pay respects to those guys that lost their life. They're pretty young guys. They grew up and went to high schools that I'm familiar with. And as a matter of fact, one of them graduated from my high school. And I actually knew and worked at a campground where one of the kids was. And then he ended up joining into the Marine Corps a little bit later than me. But he lost his life over there in the Middle East as well. So don't want to forget about them. Without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to Shannon Book, though. This is going to be Dear Mom.
Dear Mom, I had a few minutes to write down what's itching inside my mind. It's been too long since we have talked about nothing at all. Wish I could call. I know you're lost. Please don't you worry. There's no need to hurry. Just stay strong. It won't be long before we're together. Right here in heaven, I miss you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've done everything I needed to. Dear Mom, I'll be there when you breathe while you're sleeping. Dear Mom, I know you are hurting, feeling the burden of me not there. You're way too strong to give up on living instead of still giving the love in your heart. I know it's hard, but never forget the things that I did and the reasons why you are my mom. So please keep on living, caring and giving. I love you, Mom. Dear Mom, please believe I've
man, I tell you what, that song, it just, boy, it just hits you. It is one of those touching songs, meant from the heart. My gosh. Um, if you guys hadn't had the chance, go check him out, Shannon Buck. You can go check him out on YouTube, Spotify, all those music platforms. Go like his stuff. But that music video right there, Dear Mom, it is a very touching video. They have some Gold Star family members that kind of start off with an intro. Definitely a video you want to go check out. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into the next part of this. This next part, I want to take the time to recognize and honor some fallen heroes that grew up in the same town, cities as I did in the Antelope Valley here in California. So I want to take this time to honor them. But before we get started, I want to start off with a 21 gun salute and taps. So here we go. Stand by.
Ready, aim.
All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about these heroes, these local heroes. I kind of took a little bit snippets out of here, so kind of bear with it. I just really wanted to honor some local heroes of mine. And we'll start off with the first one. His name is Walter Freeman Jr. He's a 20-year-old soldier from Lancaster who was killed in Iraq. He was graduated from Antelope Valley High School in 2004. He was a member of the band, and he was killed in Baghdad on April 4th when an improvised explosive device detonated near his vehicle. Let's go ahead and take a moment of silence for Walter Freeman Jr. All right, the next one we're going to talk about, this guy graduated from the same high school I did. His name is Alan K. Walker. He graduated from Highland High School in Palmdale, California, and he died April 6, 2004 during Operation Iraqi Freedom. He was a fun-loving guy, but the recruits he knew as Drone Sergeant might not have guessed it. His nickname was the Beast because he was hardcore and very good at it, said his stepsister Jamie Dossett, 26. But he treated everyone equally. Let's go ahead and take a moment of silence for Alan K. Walker. All right. The next person I want to recognize is 20-year-old Marine Corps Corporal Christopher Leon. Chris graduated from Lancaster High in June 2004. He joined the Marine Corps shortly after, died in Ramadi, Iraq in 2006. Let's go ahead and take a moment of silence for Chris Leon. All right, the next one I want to pay respect to is Ryan J. Clark, 19-year-old Army Corporal, graduated from Antelope Valley High School, Lancaster, California. Clark was mortally injured when a bomb exploded near his Humvee west of Baghdad. Badly burned, he was airlifted to Germany and then to Texas. He died 12 days later. He was unconscious during most of his hospital stay, but had 6 hours of wakefulness with his family. Let's have a moment of silence for Ryan J. Clark. All right, this last one is a Marine, and I didn't know this guy. I knew him when he was a little guy. Worked at the campground where his parents were. They basically kind of ran the whole camp, and they lived there on the premises. So I got to kind of know him as I worked there. He was a lot younger, so didn't get to know him personally, but I had went to boot camp with someone who was kind of like his adopted stepbrother. So this one, hit a little bit closer. He's a Marine Corporal, Ian Wesley Stewart. He's 21 years old, a 2001 graduate of Quartz-Hill High. He was killed by small arms fire while his unit was clearing houses in Fallujah. He was assigned to the 3rd Battalion, 5th Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division, 1st MEF at Camp Pendleton, California. Let's take a moment of silence for Ian Wesley Stewart. All right, guys, man, you can see that the ages that I read off there, they're all very young. Most of these guys never made it to their 21st birthday, never got to have a family. So it's very sad to see how young a lot of the casualties are. Let's go through some of the numbers, through the years, 1775 to 2023. We've had several wars, several conflicts. So let's kind of see all the life lost during all this time. So let's see. The American Civil War, which was 1861 to 1865, the number of fatalities was 620,000. World War II, 1939 to 1945, 405,399. World War I, 1917-1918, 116,516. Vietnam War, 1965 to 1973, 58,209. The Korean War, 1950 to 1953, 36,516. American Revolutionary War was 1775 to 1783, 25,000. War of 1812, 1812 to 1815, 20,000. The Mexican-American War, 1846 to 1848, 13,283. The War on Terror, 2001 to present, 7,075. Spanish-American War, 1898, 2,446. The Gulf War, 1990 to 1991, 258. Now, all those numbers are a little bit subjective. I'm sure they're plus or minus, but that's a good number to, relate to. Like, wow, that's how many lives have been lost, fighting for our country. It could be more, it could be less, but that is about around the number that it is. It's pretty crazy. So let's not forget, once again, what this day off, what this barbecue represents. There's someone out there before us that came and put their life on the line, didn't make it back home. So let's not forget about that. Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy life that you have been given, and don't take it for granted. And I hope you guys are each loving and having a great day. And until next time.